I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Very well.
Thank you so much, PT Josephat and Pia Rose, for this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. As you have heard, my name is Rosemary Luvandare. I reside in Eldoret. Actually, I've lived in Eldoret most of my working life. I met this opportunity in 2018 in May uh, through a friend who invited me to a meeting, and I went and up the opportunity. I felt it was a good opportunity. It was something good, especially the mission of eradicating diseases and poverty, and especially the lifestyle diseases. When you look at the uh, mission of Neolife, it is about making the world healthier and happier, and more so through the vision of trying to eliminate some of those lifestyle diseases by ending the trend. We realize most of the lifestyle diseases are so prevalent in the world, and diabetes happened to be one of the 10 major lifestyle diseases that is really killing people. Most of the most of the deaths, diabetes is one of them that causes most of the deaths in the world. So I just want to share, if you don't mind, Josephat, can I share a screen? I'll try and share a screen. It's not very well done. I'm not a professional in screens, but I'll try to share it. Let me just try and share screen. Yeah, yeah, that's my screen. So I'll start with diabetes. And diabetes is one of the killer diseases in the world. And there are a few facts from the World Health Organization, and especially it was highlighted in the Diabetes Day in 2020. It is has diabetes. In other words, that's a very large population of people having diabetes. The total of number of today of people who have diabetes is over 422 million. And that is 4 times that one of 1910. So within 40 years, the number has escalated up to over 4 times. The number seems to be hitting throughout every now and then. In fact, it is estimated that 1 out of 11 people die every 10 seconds of diabetes. So it calls for everyone or each one of us or all the organizations through the World Health Organization to keep on monitoring and trying to get preventive ways of managing this disease of diabetes. It's a worldwide disaster that needs to be taken very seriously. So what is diabetes? Diabetes is a chronic metabolic disease which is characterized by levels of blood glucose or blood sugar, which leads at time to serious damages to the heart, blood vessels, eyes, kidneys, and nerves. Remember, sometimes when somebody gets diabetes, you find that their eyesight is affected. The nerves are also affected. So there are three most common types and two which are very common of diabetes. And usually in adults, it occurs when the body becomes resistant to insulin or doesn't make enough insulin. Type 1 diabetes also, which is also known as juvenile or pre-diabetes, is insulin dependent. It's a chronic condition in which the pancreas produces very little or no insulin by itself. Remember, the pancreas is the one which produces insulin, which is supposed to regulate the blood sugar in our bodies. How do you know that maybe someone is exhibiting signs of diabetes. The way you can know that is sometimes somebody gets increased thirst. Every now and then you want to take some water. Every now and then you are thirsty. Within a very short time, you are taking water. So you take a lot of water. And then at the same time, now that one also now triggers a lot of urination. You are always going out, maybe to pass to at least for short calls and so on. And then also it makes you get very hungry. Yani you are always you are so hungry. And the hunger comes in such a way that you can easily actually faint if you don't get food very quickly. And then you start getting also unexplained weight loss. Some people lose quite some weight. And then there are also some presence of ketones in the urine. Ketones are a byproduct of the breakdown of muscle and fat. And I think this is what causes one to have so much hunger, because now every fat in your body, when it is broken down and then it is passed through the urine, then you start getting very hungry uh, because there isn't enough insulin to regulate that sugar in the body. And then someone gets very tired. You are fatigued. Most of the time, you are fatigued. You wake up in the morning after a very short time, you have not done anything, you feel tired. Um, the body is just tired, you can't do much. And then you sort of also get irritable very easily. Something very little just irritates you. You can't even have conversations with people very well because you keep on getting irritable and so on. And then you talked about the blood vision, and the blood vision can also cause blindness. Uh, Going on, then we look at what are the health impacts of diabetes. When you have diabetes, what is the health impact? Over time, diabetes can damage the heart or the blood vessels, the eyes, we've said, the kidneys and nerves. In fact, most of the people who get diabetes, you'll find that either if that person did not start having high blood pressure fast, then sometimes they start developing high blood pressure. And then at the same kidneys are affected due to that blood, a lot of blood a lot of sugar in the body, uh, and also the nerves. So now when the nerves are affected, it means then you cannot coordinate yourself. Your body cannot coordinate itself very well. Adults with diabetes have 2 to 3-fold increased risk of heart attacks and strokes. So you realize diabetes is a very dangerous disease that really can make one lose their life very fast. Because when you get a heart attack, it's very easy to lose your life, or you can even get a stroke. Now, when you get a stroke, you cannot do much. Then it impacts you as a person to be able to do your day duties as a person when you have diabetes. Combined with reduced blood flow, you can have some nerve damage in the feet. It increases the chances of you getting foot ulcers, infection, or eventual need for limb amputation. Remember, if somebody has a lot of sugar in the body, what happens is that if you get any cut, sometimes it doesn't heal very fast. And, uh, and when it affects like the legs and whatever, it can cause the foot to rot, which can then lead to that limb being amputated. I don't think anybody would like to go to that extent. Uh, so it is just good for us to be able to control or prevent ourselves from getting this deadly disease. Diabetic retinopathy is an important cause of blindness. That is what causes blindness in people when they have diabetes. And it occurs as a result of long-term accumulated damage to the small blood vessels. Remember, we said that point number one on health impact, diabetes affects the blood vessels. So if it affects those small blood vessels, which are in the retina, then that is now what causes someone to become blind or to have blurred vision. Diabetes is also among the leading causes of kidney failure. Um, in fact, as we talk, I have a friend who is in hospital, actually in ICU, because of diabetes, and it has led to kidney failure. Uh, so let us really take heed and make sure that we don't get this disease. Now, there are quite a number of ways of preventing diabetes. One which is important is we are all called to live a good lifestyle because our lifestyle or the type of food that we take or the way we conduct ourselves is what causes really one to get diabetes. So simple lifestyle measures have been shown to be effective in preventing or delaying the onset of type 2 diabetes. Remember, type 2 diabetes is mostly because of our lifestyle, the way we live our lives, the type of food that we take in. To help prevent type 2 diabetes and its complication, people should, one, achieve and maintain a healthy body weight. And even in your life, we have some of the best ways of body weight management. We should be physically active. At least take 30 minutes, take a walk regularly. It doesn't have to be so intense, but if you take just 30 minutes walk, it's enough for you to be able to be physically active. More activity is required for weight control. That is, if you have a big body or you are overweight, then you need more vigorous activity so that you can be able to reduce that body weight. We also called to eat a healthy diet, avoid sugar as much as possible, and saturated fats. And remember, when we talk, when in your life, that is what we advocate for. You eating a healthy diet, you avoid sugar, and also saturated fats. We tell people to maybe you use maybe liquid fat and non-liquid, liquid oil for making their food. And the liquid oil we need to really check because some of them, when you look at those containers, you find that they become saturated. So you need to really be careful on the type of liquid oil that you are using to make your food. And also avoid the use of tobacco, cigarette, smoking. It also increases the risk of diabetes and the cardiovascular uh, diseases. We also have the diagnosis and treatment. Early diagnosis requires that we get checked every now and then. It's important that you as a person take appropriate measures to be checked on your blood sugars. Because when you check it, then you are able to start getting treatment as fast as possible in case there's any increase in the blood sugar in your body. Treatment of diabetes involves the diet, we've talked about that, and physical activities with lowering of blood glucose and the levels of other non-risk factors that damage blood vessels. We have also talked about the cessation of tobacco use. And then we also need to have interventions that are both cost saving and feasible in low and middle income countries, which include blood glucose control, particularly in diabetes 1. People with diabetes type 1 require insulin. Diabetes type 2, they can be treated with oral medication. And remember, this oral medication, it means somebody has to live with it. You have to take it throughout your life. Uh, and also, it may require you maybe having to inject yourself with insulin every now and then. Then we also called to have to control your blood pressure and also to make sure that you take care of your feet because the moment you get anything that will harm you if you have diabetes, then it means maybe you can get infections which could cause you being maybe uh, either maybe the foot being amputated. Also, it's good for us to seek professional care for ulcer management. Some of the cares, what we take, what people take, especially when some of the medicine, they cause ulcers. So you need to have really take care of that ulcer management and regular examination of it by health professionals. We also need to keep on screening ourselves and treatment of the that which causes the blindness, the retinas, our eyes to be checked regularly. That one also assist in you maybe at least saving your eyesight. We also need to check our blood lipid control to regulate cholesterol levels. Remember, when you have diabetes, then you really need to manage your weight, because most of the overweight people then are prone to get diabetes. Screening for early signs of diabetes, related kidney diseases, and treatment. It's important that we check. Sometimes if you check maybe any kidney disease, either it will either be related for you having, maybe having diabetes. So it is always good to screen and ensure that maybe the cause of the kidney disease is not a diabetes. If it is diabetes, then it's good for you to start early treatment. Having said that, I know there are the conventional ways and also the management, but also with the Neolife, we have solutions. And the goodness with Neolife solution is that it is nutritional related, because all our products are nature-based, and they have been proven, and they go through a scientific check to ensure that they are able to do what it says on the label. So some of the Neolife solutions that we have for management of diabetes include Provitality. Remember, Provitality is one of our core products. And why Provitality? Provitality is a daily nutrition package that it is a nutrition package that you require on daily basis. When you take one packet, then you'll have covered yourself nutritionally for what the body requires at that time. So global authorities led by World Health Organization recommend eating a nutrient-rich diet, which include whole grains, fruit and vegetables, and fish. These are what are contained on Provitality, because when you look at Provitality, it contains threonine. Threonine, it's a whole grain. So that is covered in threonine. We have fruit and vegetables, which is covered with carotenoid. We have fish, which is covered under salmon oil. And then we have the multiminerals. So when you take Provitality, then your body gets the proper nutrient that it requires on daily basis. Then you also require fiber. Why a fiber tablet? Taking a fiber tablet with plenty of water, it will make you feel full. Also, it is able to counter any of the foods that would have taken, which is processed. Like, remember, when you take processed foods, they have removed all the fiber that you require. And with diabetes people, you require whole meal, which requires you to take fibers. So when you take fiber, then it's able to counter that. And also it makes you, if you take especially half an hour, you'll not be able to take so much. So you'll also be managing your weight, because when you take so much food, then your body will tend to grow. But when you start taking fiber, especially half an hour before, then it makes you feel full, so you'll not be able to take so much food. And then you have the Neolife Garlic Allium Complex, which is it's a natural antibiotic, and also at the same time it helps in the thinning of the blood. Remember we said that diabetes affects. So when you take garlic allium and it thins the blood, then it will avoid any clotting of the blood in the body. It also assists in burning out fats in the body. The other product is lipotropic adjunct, which provide the nutrients shown to play essential roles in maintaining the health of the circulatory system. This one assists in making sure that the circulatory system is working properly. Then chelated calmag, it will support your stronger bones, and also it is blended with the vitamin B3, which also support a broad range of health benefits. The last product which was introduced recently is Botanical Balance. Botanical Balance is a very good product for balancing the sugars in our, and it has been shown to be able to regulate that sugar. Actually, I have 3 clients who have been taking Botanical Balance, and their sugar levels were very high from 17, 18. But when they started taking Botanical Balance, the sugar levels became to the normal between 4 and 7. So these products, the Provitality, Fiber, Garlic Allium, Lipotropic, Chelated Calmag, and Botanical Balance are the products that we would recommend to our clients to take in case they will have diabetes. And also not only those who have diabetes. It is recommended that everyone of us, even me or even you, those ones who don't have, it's just good to take because prevention is made better than treatment. So it's always good that once in a while take these products so that they can be able to regulate your sugar levels in the body. I would recommend that everyone, especially for everybody, just start taking Botanical Balance so that you are okay, especially with the sugar levels. I think that is all I have about diabetes. If there's any question, I can answer. If there isn't, I'm returning it to our PTs for the next person. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Rosemary, for that. You can stop sharing. Well, the program deserves that kind of an in-depth discussion, and we really appreciate Luvandare. We have so many customers that we are serving and others who are potential. So let us not hold this information within ourselves, but we share with everyone out there. And there are so many other resources that you can use in addition to what Luvandare has shared, especially from your back office, and you're able to reach out to as many customers as possible. So I want to now invite someone who will share with us the reality on the ground. You know, sometimes you talk of, I helped so and so. Like myself, I can only talk of the people I have helped. And I'm lucky to have met this lady. When she came in, she will tell you the condition she came in. And now what has happened today, and it is really, really amazing, really amazing. So let me bring to us our upcoming director, Mary Njenga. Mary Njenga, kindly, if you can hear me, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I thank God this evening because when they talk about the products, I know they work. When I came to Near Life, actually I was admitted, I'm diabetic type 1A. And at that particular time, I had lost hope. I was losing my eyesight. And the doctor actually called some of the relatives, and among the relatives was my uncle, who was like, why don't you try Near Life products? And the point there was nothing to lose. I had tried so many things. To be precise, for those who know diabetes, I was on 35 units of 2 types of insulin, 35 units each, and Triviamed 500, spending not less than 60,000 per month. And there was no change. My sugar level, the average was stuck at 22. That is a killer. Doctors were worried. And when I came to Neolife, I met, that is, actually to be precise, I wasn't discharged. I wrote a letter to the hospital to discharge me against their will because I was not changing. So my uncle brought me to Neolife and I met Josephat. My eyesight, I wasn't seeing. So when I saw Josephat, I actually never knew he's one of the PT members. I just thought he's a member. And I was like, I need to understand what would cure diabetes. If you have something of the sort, kindly give me. And Josephat insisted I sit in the meeting. And I was like, I'm not in a position. I was like, I'm just out of admission. Kindly let me know. It was on a Saturday. And we didn't get the product then. So I paid. We got the products on a Tuesday. And Ruth, who was the one who now registered me, tried to take me through the business side. And I was like, I'm at a position where I just want to know what works, the products. I don't want to know the business side. And honestly speaking, there was, at that particular time, there was no way I would tell you about the products. And you look at me and you think I'm talking about something that works. But today, where I stand, I thank God for meeting Neolife. I believe, and I keep on saying, somebody that I listened to during a presentation kept on saying that Neolife leaders, they have given divine authority to these products. And when you involve God, there's no way the products will miss to work. Within, I was going for daily checkups then because I was supposed to be admitted. And within 3 days, I started just feeling better of taking the products. I went to the hospital. By then, I was going to Aga Khan Doctors Plaza and Medanta. I was having several doctors trying to study what this is. And I felt like my eyes are starting to see. They took the tests, and I didn't get the tests immediately. I traveled to Naivasha. I'm still in Naivasha. And they started asking me, what is this that you're taking? And within 1 week, my sugar level from an average of 22, it dropped. After 10 years, by the time I was joining, after 10 years of having crazy sugars, either they are very low or very high, I got an average of 6.3. And the doctor started asking me, what is it that you're using? I told them I'm using, somebody introduced me to supplements. And the answer was like, continue using them. Though at that position, they had tried everything. As I told you, I was using 2 types of insulin. That is Novorapid Flexipen, for those who know it. Currently, that medicine is going for a pain of, even then, 2,000. 11 mil was going for 3,000 then. I stopped using it. I don't know how much it's going for now. Triviamate, 1 tablet is about 70. I stopped. I think it's 100 now. It was 70. I stopped using it. I'm only on 1 insulin. And I'm not at 35 units on that 1 insulin. I'm currently at, I was taking the Novorapid 3 times a day. Now I take 2 times a day. I'm still using the products. So if there's anyone who has diabetes and you have been doubting these products, I'm a testimony, they work. I used to get admitted 3 times, 4 times a year. Since I started using these products, I have not visited the hospital. And if you go to Aga Khan, if I walk with you into Aga Khan, you think I work there. I had gone to Medanta, I had gone to Aga Khan, I had gone to Nairobi Hospital, I had spent money, I had actually gone to India to look for a solution. And by the time I was coming, I had lost hope. My family were worried. I was worried for my kid because I was a position that I was feeling I'm losing my life. Today, everyone, actually I have customers today, and everyone who came to visit me in hospital or who knew my history, I didn't market the products. They just looked at me and started ordering. That's how I started getting customers. And today when I go visiting people, they're like, Mary, you look better, as in, what are you taking? So that's how I get my customers. And recently, that is in December when I did the 1,000 points, I told Josephat, I think now I'm joining the business, because if I go to, so if you look at me and I'm selling you the product, at least you buy it. Then when I was getting admitted, there was nothing, there was no testimony in my face. I was not something that you admired. I was even losing my voice. I was being affected. I wasn't able to talk. My eyes were getting affected. And today, as I sit where I'm seated, I can preach about the products. The products work. So if you have somebody who has diabetes, and the presenter didn't mention about one product that I realized I've been studying it, that is Neolife Shake. Neolife Shake has something we call glycemic control. And what glycemic is sugar. So it controls the sugar level. And people have been saying sometimes when you take it, it shoots. But immediately you take it, it shoots. Then glycemic control, it realizes that particular level that the sugar. So if you take your sugar level after like 2 hours, you realize the sugar level is stabilizing. So these products works. Currently, I'm on almost those products that she mentioned, and they're working. Like I'm able to go everywhere. I'm working. I've not been quarantining myself during COVID. People are a testimony to this. I've been working. I'm currently in Ivasha, and I thank God. I've been interacting with people. Initially, I was afraid, but what I can tell you, I thank God. And if you're not directly affected, I believe today every family can talk about this disease. Kindly don't be selfish. Tell them, let them refuse, but you have delivered the message. I think it's like gospel to me. So thank you, and God bless you.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Mary. I'm so excited. For sure, when Mary came, I couldn't even hear what she was saying. You know, it's true, she was losing her voice. And when we were asking her to share with us today, I made the same comment to Pieros, and I told Pieros, I hope she will be clear enough. Now the voice is just so smooth, just like the face. We really thank God for these products. And by the way, that is why our business is so easy to do. And for sure, last month she did 1,000 plus personal points, not to keep the products, but the products are just moving because you don't have to be convinced from what she has achieved in terms of transformation. So guys, I tell you, you are able to build a huge business using these products because you don't have to really explain much. But then you must first use them. That is it. If you don't use the product, you'll not be able to build any business. In any case, people look at you first before they hear what you are talking about. So that is very exciting. Thank you, Rosemary and Mary Njenga, for the first great session. And now we want to have another session. You see, our business, you must be able to balance both the products and sponsoring and building a team. If you are good on one side and very poor in the other, then the one you are poor at will pull you backward. So let's try to be good at both. And I want to ask our upcoming software director, Father Lucas Juma, all the way from Uguja, to take it from there. If Father Lucas, you can hear me, please.
Yes, I am present.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. First of all, I excuse myself because the lighting system is not very good.
We can see you, no problem. We can see you. Though not very clearly, but we see where you are.
Thank you very much. So my topic is building your team with patience. I would like to say first and foremost that I joined Neolife Business in 2017, and so far I am 3 years old in the business. Normally, when you join Neolife Business, there are two goals. Either you are joining it for your health or you are joining it for your wealth. If you join it for your health, there is no problem. Problem comes when you join it so that you can get some extra money. So why should there be problem? Because getting that extra money needs work. And it is not going to be something that you get quickly. And that is the reason why we are talking about patience at this time. So in order to get to the goal of getting wealth, you need to build a team. And building a team takes time. And so we are always advised to think long term. Thinking long term is like thinking between 3 and 5 years. That is when you are going to start reaping from what you have sown today. And so what we always need to do is to think like a farmer. I think of a farmer who is growing crops like maize or sugarcane. And sugarcane does not get ripe within 1 month or 2 or 5. It is like 18 months or 2 years. So these farmers prepares the land, then prepares the seeds, starts sowing, and then there is the watering, there is the weeding, there is so until the thing, there is always a lot of patience. So building a team in your life requires also patience. And I would like to say it from my experience. By the time when I joined Neolife, I was very excited and I did not know that it required patience. So many times I sponsored and I wanted these people to work very hard like I used to do myself. But I came only to realize that human beings are not machine. So you cannot really push them to your level until you are patient and understand them. Then they will go at their own pace. And that is where patience is very important. So when I started sponsoring and with quick expectations, at a given moment, I found that things were not working. I actually gave up, went back to the drawing board, went to the PTs. Actually, I went to Josephat and PROs and asked them what was wrong. So it is only that moment that I came back to start afresh in 2019. And from there, with patience, I have been going pole pole, but surely accompanying each individual that has been sponsored, teaching him or her the business at his own pace, understanding that also the daily life affects our business. Today, somebody has lost a relative. Tomorrow, somebody is sick. The next day, somebody gets money. 3 months along the line, the person has nothing to buy even TNN. But all these moments, you really have to understand the person, be patient with him or her, and by the time that the person catches up with the business, you are ready to go. At the same time, when you are patient with the one person, you are not going to be quiet and wait for that person to catch up. So that is the reason why they say that our business depends wholly on sponsorship. And so every day you are making sponsoring, sponsor and accompany each person you sponsor until they start also sponsoring. So you are also compared to a parent. A parent gives birth to children and then they start nurturing these children until they grow up. It requires a lot of patience, guidance, showing the way, feeding them until they grow up to be independent people. You really need to wait, but wait working. Because some of us wait, but they are not waiting working. They are just waiting and say, until 1 year before they do something. So you wait. As you wait for one person, you work to get others. That is what is going to bring success. One other thing that we also have to understand that people's temperament and character are different. People's personalities are different, and we really need to understand them so that we can work with them. You cannot work with somebody you don't understand. So the act of sponsoring does not end there. Another point that I would like to make is that we need really to nurture our friendship with the people we sponsor. It is not enough to make the person sign the form and pay the money and get the kit. We really need to nurture the personal relationship with this person, understand what are the challenges that this person is undergoing, and really try to help him know that you really understand him, because that is when they will open up to you and work with you together. Up to there, I feel that whatever I have shared maybe for now is enough and can help us to go forward. Otherwise, may God bless you.
Straight to the point. Thank you very much, Father Lucas. I now can see how you do mentorship in your church, because that's real mentorship. I mean, really guiding us, and I've loved it. You know, being patient with the people, and within no time they will catch up and they build a very big business. Thank you very much. I believe we've taken some good notes on that, and we look forward to seeing each one of us building successful business without being in a hurry that you are not able to work with your team. If you are too fast, that your new distributors cannot catch up with you, then you lose them. And again, if you are too slow, then on the other hand, they will feel like, oh, this person is not taking us anywhere. So that's where Father Lucas is advising us to be able to understand our teams at a personal level. At a personal level, don't look at them as a team. Look them as individuals. I really love that. Thank you so much, Father Lucas. And with all that teaching for the day, we are getting to the end of the presentation. And this is how we do it. Pieros will be saying a word of closing the meeting, but just before she takes it from there, I want to quickly do a recognition for the far we've come in the month. Those who are sponsoring, those who are doing high personal PVs, we love recognizing your efforts, and that is what we want to do right now. As a team of superstars, we believe in giving recognition where it's due. Father Lucas has said sponsoring is the main thing. And we say, make it 80% of your business. For those who are very new, sponsoring simply means recruiting, but we don't like the word recruiting because it sounds military where you push in people and you leave them. But sponsoring simply means you nurture. More or less what Father Lucas is saying, you nurture them. You work with them, so that at the beginning, you're even doing more than them until they're able to do more than you are doing with them. So let's see those who have already sponsored. Some have sponsored one, others have sponsored two. The month is somewhere midway. I believe by the end of the month, some will have sponsored 10, 5, and so on and so forth. Remember, if you sponsor 5 or more, there is a special incentive, cash incentive from your applying director. And we saw Father Lucas getting that incentive at the beginning of the month. So let's go. And we start with those who have sponsored 1. Those who are co-hosts, you can always unmute yourself if your background is not noisy and you have me to clap and celebrate these people. We start with Father Lucas Juma. Congratulations, Father Lucas Juma, well done. Then we have Ruth Coet, 1. Then we have Gladys Chepkemoy, Director Jane Motune. Then we have Priska James Muragori. Then we have all the way from Namibia, Ruth Hango. Congratulations, Ruth. Told Ruth joined a week ago and has already sponsored. Ruth, you have our blessings. And, you know, when a grandfather blesses, then it's a real blessing. Go for it. Go for the director and so on and so forth. Then we have Sari Simoto, 1. Congratulations. Catherine Mwaura, 1. Jane Diba, 1. Elizabeth and Charles Bet, 1. Congratulations. Those are the people who have sponsored 1 each. Of course, by the end of the month, this might be with a 0 at the end so that they have about 10 each. Let's see those who have sponsored 2. And that's the highest as per today. And definitely this week and next week, we are going to accelerate big time. So let's see who are the position number 1. because nobody has sponsored 3, we only have sponsored 2. And there's a tie here, starting with Lynette Ombenga. Congratulations, Lynette. Surprisingly, Lynette Ombenga, our next director, has these 2 as international distributors from Namibia and from Botswana. So congratulations, Lynette, you're doing a great job. Today I was asking her whether she's in Kenya or Namibia. She said she's still in Kenya, although the heart is in Namibia. All right, then we got to Florence Okech, our wound team. Congratulations. Piaros and Josphat, ourselves, 2. And then we have Sofin Othwo. Congratulations. Father Lucas is really duplicating himself. Then we have Ambrose and Florence Maina, our upcoming directors. Congratulations. So those are the champions as it is today, but I'm sure this will be disrupted big time next week. Then let's see. Personal PVs. Those who have done some studies of the compensation plan, you realize that your personal PVs are the highest paid than the points from your team. So let's quickly see the top 10 in personal PVs. And guess what? Number 10, again, Father Lucas Juma. Congratulations, you are leading by example, getting into all the recognitions, Father Lucas. Then number 9, we have Lydia Mwesa. Congratulations, one of our very successful directors. Then we have all the way from Italy, Luce Carolina Nyango. Congratulations, 352 personal points, not with the team, personal points. Then position number 7, we have our brand new director for last month, Kevin Koech, 400. And then we have Joseph Mwangi. Congratulations, Mwangi, 402. Position number 5 from Eldoret, we have David Kipleo, Brigadier. Congratulations, 454. Then we have position number 4, a very fast upcoming director, Hesbon Nyagoa, 465. Congratulations. Position number 3, now top 3. All right, position number 3, we have Samuel Kemani. Congratulations. Kemani Samuel, that's a great job done. And then we go to position number 2, and this is none other than our upcoming present team member, Okech Florence, 716 personal points. And we have on the lead, number 1, none other than Piaros and Josphat Karaoke, 1,039 personal points. You can see Mary Njenga doing like this instead of nodding positively, meaning that she must catch up with us. Thank you so much. I want to end that at that point so that I can give the remaining 5 minutes to our president team member Piaros to close the meeting for us and give us a wise word from the mother.
Wow, thank you very much. And good evening, superstars. It's great to see all of you this evening. Wonderful. And thank you for the sessions that we've had today. It was really, really exciting. I want to congratulate our speakers, starting with Rosemary, who did a great job. Mary Njenga, God bless you so much. And I know your story is going to touch many lives. And also to Father Lucas. And I'm excited because Father Lucas was able to use his own personal story to share with us how we can build a successful business with patience. So this evening, I'm really excited. I want to congratulate all of us for coming over to this meeting. By the way, the more you train in our business, the more you grow. And you realize we are told that when you are feeling down with our business, you need to grow yourself, and growth comes from training. And therefore, I must say it is very important that we continue training so that we can be able to grow. And so again, we've just been given our superstars, the champions who are doing well in the business. And it is possible for all of us to appear in the top 10. Please strive to be recognized next week. And I know we can all do it, because I remember when we started the business, we were not able to do so much. I remember it was really tough for us because we were trying to learn the business. It took us time, and that is why we need to be patient in the business. we are normally told that our business is not a get-rich-quick scheme, because it has to take time, 2 to 5 years. I really feel bad because there are people who come into the business and within 2 months, 3 months, they are tired. They feel like they are not seeing results. They talk to people and people are saying no and they get discouraged. But remember, this is a business, a lifetime business, and therefore it takes time. And so when we come into the business, I want to encourage all of us, and especially those who just joined us. I know we have people who joined us today, who joined us last month, or even last year. You are still young in the business. We are saying our business is 2 to 5 years. But you see, again, you can't sit there and be there for 2 to 5 years doing nothing. Of course, we have to do the work. And we know that our work in our business is to use the products, share the products, and share the opportunity. And for sure, if you do that consistently, and why we say consistently is because sometimes you may feel like, oh, I've been talking to people and they are not like doing anything or even responding. You need to do it consistently until you achieve results. And you realize as you do it, you're going to be perfecting your skills. And what I want to encourage all of us who are on this call tonight, I want to encourage us. When we joined the business, we did the business, and within a very short time, the person who brought us in the business quit the business. So we were left there to work the business on our own. So we decided with Josephat that we have to be independent in this business because we have been left, the person who brought us is not in the business. And you know, sometimes we say that some people are like signposts. You know, signposts, they stay there. They will just show you the direction, that this is the direction going to Nairobi, going to Eldoret, going to Namibia, wherever. But it will still be there. It doesn't move. So you are going to move. And so when we were left there, we decided that we want to be independent in the business. And there are so many people who feel like they are not yet ready to take up the business by themselves. And maybe you are waiting on someone else to come and save you. I want to encourage us tonight that we need to take up the business. You own the business as a person. Say that you are the CEO of your business. And what will happen is that you will try to really learn the skills as fast as possible so that you can become independent in the business. The only way we can do this business is by becoming independent. And what do I mean by independent? It is by being able to do things by yourself as a person. Can you become that leader that you also want to see in the leaders that are guiding us? So what I want to encourage us tonight is, let us be independent in the business. Try to at least sometimes, in fact, when you read the book, this book called Go Pro by what is his name now? Eric Warren. He says that you need to tell your upline bye-bye. The person who brought you, give them a bye. Just tell them, yes, when I need you, I'll call you, but I now want to do the business. And that is the time that when you can really say you are very serious with this business. And you know what? If you just do it slowly not really slowly, but consistently, you'll be able to achieve results at the end of the day. I'll never forget the first day, and today I was able to script something for to some of my nursery members. And I was explaining how I started off. I was not even able to express myself. You know, the first time I was told to give a presentation, I was so scared. I was sweating profusely. I'm telling you, my hands were so wet, everything was not going right. And I was like, after that, I was like, hey, this is not something I can do. But I kept encouraging myself and telling myself, one day, I'll be one of the best speakers around the world. And I know it's going to happen because I purposed and I wanted to do it. So be willing even to just do things, and don't forget that you don't have to be perfect in this business. You can apply the skills of prospecting, the 7 skills that are required in our business. And so what I want to leave with us tonight is, as we come to the close of the month, because today is on the 19th, we are only remaining with very few days, and we want to achieve those results. You know, we have, of course, when we started 2021 January, we wanted to start at a very high note. The good thing is that it's not yet late. We can do so much within the next 1-2 weeks before we close the month. I know some of us may not have even sponsored right now, but we are still going to do it. Have faith within yourself that it is possible. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself positive things. Speak to yourself. You know, you tell yourself, talk to yourself. You know, sometimes it's about what we tell ourselves. What do you affirm every day? You know, I wake up in the morning and I just look at the mirror and look at PROs and say, I'm excited, I'm a winner. Today is my day, and I believe in myself and my abilities. And I always declare that every day I have abundance in my life. And so what happens is that God is also going to bless the words that I tell myself. So I want to encourage all of us, as we come to the end of the month of January, let us work. Let us put in the action, because sometimes we may talk so much, but we are not doing the action. The action is by talking to people, having presentations, maybe on a one-on-one, on Zoom or on phone, every other day. Have a number of people that you want to talk to, and make sure you stick to that number. Because the problem is, you say you talk to 5 people and you don't. What happens? The next time you are not even motivated to do. And last week we were shown how we can be very committed in this business by even doing what you are supposed to do, even when you don't feel like doing it, you know? So I believe success will be achieved by doing that. So let us increase our activity rates as superstars. We are always known to be the best in sponsoring, the best in all those things that we mentioned. Personal production, personal sponsoring, team sponsoring. And I know this is our year as Superstars team. And 2021, I know we'll break all the records in Neo Life, and it is possible for each one of us. For me and Josephat, we are ready to support each one of you. Go forth, make sure you claim your independence. You are very independent, do things. I mean, do the business with a lot of confidence, and guess what? You're going to be one of the best paid network marketers in Neo Life. And it is possible. We believe in you, and we believe that God has put us in at such a time as this, in this opportunity, so that we can save lives and help so many other people to be successful in their lives. Otherwise, God bless you so much. I want to wish you well. I want to wish you God's blessings. And I know we are going to break records in this year, 2021. God bless you so much. Have a great evening and good night.